I'm not sure what the lighting is doing. Everything is probably pretty dark. Haven't been on here in forever. So there's a lot of catching up to do. So my name is Dee. Haven't been on here in a while. I had my vertical sleeve gastronomy performed on June 27th, 2016. This year, June, is going to be 3 years since I've had my surgery. And this third year has been the most difficult year for me. Last year on June 6th, 2018, I had a mommy makeover. My sleeve was performed by Dr. Wisman of Bariatrics, Florida, and my mommy makeover was performed by Dr. Tatchmas at Strax Rejuvenation in Fort Lauderdale. And both of my experiences were perfectly awesome experiences. This year, my third year, I have had some regain between 2018 and 2019. I should say from the end of 2017, all of 2018, coming into 2019, I've gained a total of bouncing between 35 and 40 pounds. At first, I wasn't worried. I had introduced new foods into my diet, mainly alcohol. I reintroduced alcohol, which is out completely again. I also introduced, I guess I could call it simple carbs and complex carbs. So I started eating a lot more carbs. So I started eating bread and pasta and rice. I still have issues of when I overeat, I throw up. So I don't have pain, I don't have anything of that nature, but I do have, sorry, if I turn it this way, I think the lighting is slightly different. But I do have where I have a lot of throwing up. So I still throw up very easily. I can eat a lot more food depending on what types of food I eat. So I still struggle to eat rice, and after a while, the rice is what makes me throw up. I still struggle to eat bread. I can eat entire sub, I guess that's a 6-inch sub, by myself very slowly, and I prefer only to eat part of the bread and then eat the insides. But if I haven't eaten anything else for the entire day, which still happens, I go hours and hours without eating, and it doesn't bother me. But when I'm hungry and I want it now, which is leading up to something else that I'll touch bases on. But I can eat a lot more. I have the ability to eat a lot more. And this is where the difficulty comes in. This is where the mind over matter comes in. So your sleeve is a tool, and you have this tool to assist you with the weight loss. So it's very important that I do not abuse my tool. So even though I can eat a lot more, I'm not that hungry. I have to be mindful that I'm not eating to overeat. I am just eating to satiate and no longer be hungry. So eat until I'm no longer hungry, not eat until I'm full. This causes like some issues, like when I go out to dinner or stuff like that. I just tend to split meals whenever I go out. Like whatever's ordered, I'll eat half of it, or I just know to take it home. That's not an issue. That's never been an issue since I've had the surgery. I can eat more now, which leads me to working out. So I had always been a binge eater. I wouldn't eat during the week. I would wait until the weekends, and I would eat all my food then. I'm a workaholic, so I focus on that. I have a tendency not to be a happy eater. So, there's some people like whenever they're happy or they're excited, that's when they eat. I'm not really a happy, emotionally triggered eater per se, but I'm definitely a binge eater. And I always, for me, think that it comes back from when I was an athlete and needing to bulk up and pack on the pounds that I would eat. And then when I rapidly needed to drop the weight, I would. That, in conjunction to some other food related concerns and how my body composition racked up in comparison to other people in my family's body composition, where I never really looked like them. When cousins were 70 or 80 pounds, I was 90 and 100 pounds, and that was healthy. I was taller than they were, and my body composition was just a little bit different. My upper area has always been relatively smaller than my bottom area. I do not have a butt. I have a flat behind, and it's deflated right now. But I've always had thick thighs. I've always had humongous thighs and hips. I've always been a thigh and a hip girl, which seems like, what do you mean you don't have an ass then? I got a wide ass. I don't have a bubble butt. I've had a muscular butt, and I can build the muscle back in my butt, which leads me to what I'm doing right now. So with the food, you have to recognize self-care. And what was happening with me was I was battling about, everything keeps reflecting back in my glasses and it's distracting me, but whatever, I can't see, so back on they go. I was battling about with depressive thoughts is what I'll say, and I was leading into getting very depressed. My work situation has always been extremely stressful. My personal life escalated, got extremely stressful. I went through a horrible breakup, which led to great self-realization. I have a best friend partner right now that is amazing. The older I get, the more honest and open my relationship with my mother gets, and that is amazing. But then you have to look at the person in the mirror, and you have to have conversations with that person, and you have to call yourself out on your bullshit, which I've been doing a lot of, calling myself out on my bullshit. And the tendency to be hard on myself is there. So I'm very hard on myself, and I beat myself up a lot, and I started drinking a lot. And those huge bottles of wine, I'd got to the point where it's always been easier for me to drink, and which I would always say, I would much rather drink my calories than eat my calories. And so I could devour one of those bottles in 2 days, 48-hour period, done, and done. And then the pounds started packing on, and then I would look in the mirror and say, well, I have invested almost $20,000, almost, not quite, $18,000, between $18,000 to $20,000 in this new body. What the heck am I doing? And I really had to have that conversation with myself. And I take care of everyone around me. That's part of what my job is, to take care of everyone around me. But I wasn't having that same energy with myself. And I really had to stop and think about it and say, hold up, what are you doing? And so I'm trying my best lately to just invest in myself. And what that means is listening to my body, listening to what my body wants, listening to what my body needs, and just giving that to it. So with that being said, I've been working out a lot more, something I've never done throughout this entire process. Like, I'd start working out, I'd go hard for a little bit, and then I'd stop. But right now, I work out. Going to the gym and all of that. Sorry, I noticed I had a cut on my knee. I work out, and I do that 6 days a week. My 7th day is my rest day, and for that rest day, and sometimes I'll do 2 rest days, But for my rest day, I make sure I still walk for 2 miles and do some kind of core exercise. And for the days that I am in the gym, I work out for no less, I try not to, no less than an hour a week. Now, last week, my body was telling me I was doing too much and I was going too hard. And so I eased up and I did maybe 40 minutes in the gym. There was one day where I only did 30 minutes. I came in, I passed out, and I slept. My body needed that. I listened to my body and I gave that to my body. But I'm constantly and consistently working out. And so the next step for me, I had to make a decision. When I got my tummy tuck, my doctor, at the time when I got my tummy tuck, my body fat percentage was extremely low. So there wasn't that much for him to lipo out. Now, healing up and resting for the tummy tuck, I sat for a while because I was in a lot of pain. That surgery was way more difficult for me than my VSG. And so once I started coming out of that surgery, I felt really good with my body. I felt happy with my body and I started to enjoy my body more. But then I started to pack on the pounds in a way. And I did not beat myself up over it. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say like, I would bemoan, oh my God, I'm gaining weight. But I was still fitting in my clothes. I was still doing all of that. And I was, as long as I was under 200 pounds, I was fine. Once the scale hit 200 pounds, that's when I started panicking. It went all the way back up to 205, and the panic button really hit in because I just started freaking out. And that's when I went full on into working out. The drawback with working out is I'm starving 24/7, something I'm not used to at all. And I'm basically building a workout program for myself and an eating program for myself. My partner knows all about working out, and he helps me with that part. So I'll write the program and say, these are the exercises that I'm doing. How many reps should I be? Well, I put how many reps I want to do, what I'm capable of doing, and then he'll tweak it and he'll fix it. And then, to be quite honest, I have not been tightening up my nutrition. I have not been focused on my nutrition until this week. So starting tomorrow, on Monday, I am cleaning up my nutrition and I am slashing my calories completely because I want to see how much weight I am able to use while balancing it. So it's going to be a very drastic diet. It's going to be extremely similar to when I first did my VSG. So I'm going full on liquids. So my plan is there's going to be some food in there because I'm doing soup. So I'm doing the Campbell's Light canned soup, and I'm going to try to drink 2 cans of soup a day. And I say a smoothie, but I'd have to go purchase that, so that would be a treat. But definitely a protein shake. And I'm going to grab some stuff and show you in un momento. Going very old school with what my plans are. So I have the Campbell's Light soup. This one's 90 calories because it's the chicken and dumplings. The chicken noodle is 70 calories. I have that. And I have another light one that's a little bit more, it's like 200 calories or so. So that's that. So when this says 90 calories, the entire can is not 90 calories. The entire can is 180 calories. So the other can that's 215 calories is actually going to be 430 calories because this one says that it is 2 serving sizes. Don't know if you can see that. Okay, 2 serving sizes per can. So that's how you do it. You have to look at how many serving sizes is in here and then multiply it, because that's how you get how many calories you're truly doing. So it is not 90 calories per can. it is 90 calories per serving. And I plan on eating 1 to 2 of these cans a day. Yeah. I might, for the first week. For the first week, 1 to 2 cans a day. Then, because I'm still working out, I still drink my Premier Shake. And how I prepare, this one's frozen. It was in my fridge and it's still frozen. How I prepare, my television just gets randomly, my TV's playing YouTube. But I take my protein shake and I mix it with collagen peptide. This is the brand that I use. So it has type 1 and type 3 collagen in it. So this is what I use, and this is animal based, this is not vegan. And I'll mix these two together with some ice cubes and 4 ounces of coffee. And I feel like with this one, I'm drinking a vanilla latte, and with the chocolate, I'm drinking a mocha latte, and I do that. So that is going to be my week 1, and I've also bought some alkaline water, and that's what I'm going to do all of next week on top of working. I generally drink my protein after I work out when I go to bed, and the reason I do that is, one, my boyfriend told me to do that, and I trust him. This is what he does. He's a trainer. He knows what he's talking about. But he'll say, you ever see people walking around the gym with a shake? That's their protein, and it helps with the muscle repair and the reproduction and the building of muscles. I do not drink water when I'm working out. It freaks him out. He doesn't know how I haven't passed out yet, why I'm not hydrating myself, but it is what it is. So I personally do not do that. That's fine. But I do drink this when I get home and I shower and I snuggle down and I start doing work. I drink this, and I found that since he has introduced that to me, doing it that way, I don't ache as much when I wake up in the morning for my hard workout. So that's week 1 with water, because that's another thing. I don't drink enough water. And I've noticed that since working out, I have little minuscule breakouts all over the place, trying to clear that up. Week 2, I'm going to start introducing some tuna. Doing all of that, mixing tuna with a little bit of mayo and eating that. Probably with lettuce or celery. I low-key hate them both. My new stomach has never really jived well with lettuce. I can eat small amounts of it, but when I eat a salad, I'm guaranteed to throw up. I don't know what it was, but I don't know what it is, but that's just how it's been since everything has started. So that's that. So that's my goal as far as nutrition, and as it goes, that's how it is. That's how I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to slowly introduce the liquids and then introduce solid foods back into my diet to see how that works, to kickstart it on top of the workouts that I have. I am getting stronger. My agility is coming back. I'm moving around a lot easier, and I'm really excited about that happening. That fascinates me. And I'm also fascinated because I know the muscles that I'm building, and I can't wait to see when all the fat melts away what it looks like. My goal weight is the lowest that I've gotten down to thus far is 170. I bounced between 175 and 177 at the end of 2017. At the end of 2017, I was 175. So for 2018, from 2018, I went from 175 to the end of 2018. I was back at literally 195. That's where I was. I started 2019 back at 195, and now today's April 14th. I am sitting at between 203 and 205. So my ultimate goal weight is to get down to 150. But right now I'm focused on getting back down to 170. When I get down to 170, the goal is to start a running program. That's what my boyfriend trains. He trains runners, And right now, he does not want me to run. He does not want me to have that impact hitting my knees. It's a funny thing that when I was larger, I'd always tell people, oh, I'm big boned, I'm big boned. I do not have big bones in any way, shape, or form. I have a medium to small frame, literally. When I start losing weight, these things pop out. My ankles are tiny. My ankles are shit for ankles. And my wrists are tiny. My fingers are tiny. All my joints are extremely small, like extremely small. And so I'm not big boned at all. So that's funny to me. I'm not big boned, but he does not want me running to put that pressure on my joints. Plus I'm old as hell. So we don't want that to happen. So let me show you what I'm working with. I'm trying not to like expose too much. So you can see this is my tummy tuck scar right here. It's doing very well. Right here on this side has always had like a pocket, this right here, this pocket of fat has always been there. Has always been there. My front of my scar, that's my front of my scar right there. That is the only part of my scar that's not a straight line across. It's the only piece right there. And as far as my breasts are concerned, I'll sit for that. Oh, I treated myself and pierced my belly button. I'm also going to get tattoos to cover my scars, but my tattoo artist stated that I could not do that until 3 years out. So my scars for my breasts, and I'll go from the bottom, are looking like this now. So it's not bad at all. All in all, my scars look good. Everything looks good. I think my body looks great. It's just that I'm pushing myself. Instead of going to go get lipo right now, I'm going to be very honest. Instead of going to get liposuction right now, I'm pushing myself to go hard in the gym to see if I can carve out that body that I've always wanted. If I go hard and I set the habit now of me working out, so that habit is good and set. If I miss one day, which is why I walk on my rest day, because if I do absolutely nothing, I feel like crap. And the next day I go in the gym, it's very hard for me to get back in the swing of things. So working out every day for me, I formed that habit. And now I'm going to handle the diet portion of it. And I've adjusted my boyfriend's, what he's eating as well. He's not going to go full liquid with me, but the food that I'm going to cook for him, it's going to be all healthy. So for example, for his dinner, he's having a cream cheese stuffed chicken breast with panko breadcrumbs only on one side, not the whole thing dipped in panko, just on one side, with string beans and a baked sweet potato. So that's all healthy carbs, all healthy fats, healthy carbs, healthy fats, healthy protein. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm going to have tomorrow the soup, the protein shake, and a crap ton of water. I'm trying to break him out of his soda habit, which he roped me into. So bad foods that I have introduced back into my diet is too much bread. Bread is not bad, but too much bread. So too much bread, too much rice, too much pasta. Sodas, we started drinking a lot more sodas. And which I found a healthy way to get sodas into our lives if we really need that soda. But yeah, those are the things that I'm starting to cut out. Alcohol was easy peasy. We are not big alcohol drinkers. If there's a celebration going on, we might drink here and there. But ain't no celebrations happening big. Ain't nothing popping off around here, so we don't need to be drinking. That's it. I am going to try my very best to get back on here and talk and be a part of it. I was supposed to be releasing 3 videos a week. I'm going to try to do that. I really am. I have the time, I have the opportunity, I really want to document this, but I'm going to be 100% honest. I did not want to get on here and not have anything to show for it. So there are several different YouTube channels that I have subscribed to and I've been following for workout reasons and for inspiration, and I'll talk about them later because I'll have a reason to make a video and explain why I follow all of these people and individually what they all add to what it is that I'm doing, because there's several of them that I absolutely love and I watch them religiously. Every single video that they post, I'm on there quickly as possible, and all the advice that they've been giving me has been extremely helpful. So with that said and with that done, please share this video, like, subscribe, put it out there. I'm back and I'm going to do better. I know I didn't do very good with the body shots, and I don't have great body shots. Like the pictures I take, I can't post. So I like to take my pictures in the nude so I can actually, I look for flaws mentally. That's something I'm working through, but I look for flaws in my body. So I have a tendency to take pictures in the nude because I can see, ooh, I see this, ooh, I see that. But I will try my best to try to take more pictures in my athletic gear. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. Check me out on Instagram. And yeah, I will be way more consistent with my videos. So please like, comment, subscribe, have a conversation with me because I'm here and I'm back and I'm going to share as much as I can on this journey.